Hi folks, it's a little bit too breezy and a little bit too cold to be outside doing any kind of water detecting right now, so I thought I'd do something else tonight. I'm going to fix my pair of rubber metal detecting and magnet fishing gloves. They've kind of worn in here and they're no longer waterproof, and I think we probably have another couple weeks of cold weather, maybe a month of cold weather before I can start using regular gloves. So anyhow, I'm going to fix these. My older brother got me these gloves several years ago for Christmas, and I've used them for crabbing on the bay and for the other detecting and stuff I do down the bay, and start using them this year when I was on the creek. So I'm going to try to fix them up. Where they've worn, it's basically from pulling the rope, slinging it out and pulling it back in. So I'm going to turn you over here to my little work area, and I'll show you what we have going here. What I got was a product, and you'll see it's called Plastic Dip, and actually it's called Plasti Dip. I'll hold it up here and show you. I've never used it, but my daughter's used it and seems to work pretty good for her, and I've heard a lot of stuff. Basically, what it is a can of rubber in liquid form, and you can dip your tools in it, and you can see the pliers. It's making little handles for the pliers. So when I was buying this, I wanted to get black because my gloves are black, and of course this looks like it's yellow, and I'm going the whole way through the shelf, and guess what? It says color black. So don't go by the can if you want to get this stuff. Don't go by the color of the can, go by the label. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to briefly read the instructions, not for use as an architectural coating. I'm not sure what that means, but I guess what you don't want to do is like coat your whole house with this. Aluminum siding would be a lot cheaper and probably last a whole lot longer and not near as heavy. So anyhow, skip the instructions. I pretty much know what it's all about. You open the can, and you can see it has a pull tab like a tuna can or something, and oh boy, it has a pretty strong smell to it. So I'm going to put this in here. I tend to make messes very easily, so I'm going to immediately put that in the trash, and I'm going to hopefully not spill it, but I tried to give myself a pretty good big work surface here so I didn't make a mess. So while I was at the lumber store getting this, they gave me a couple paint sticks, and because I need something to apply it, so I just broke a corner off, as you can see here. And what I'm going to do is just take this corner of it, and I'm going to dip in, and I'm going to apply some of it right over the areas that have worn through, and I'm going to build it up a little bit. And it says to allow, I think the can said like 4 hours. Basically I'm going to premise that tomorrow this will be dry, and if not, wasn't really planning on going out tomorrow anyhow. So I'm dipping it on here on the thumb and the forefinger area, which gets the most use and abuse in all our outside adventures that we all do here. I'm going to coat this on. Now I'm going to let this go because I may need to put another coating on. I may have gone a little too thick. We'll see. Since I've never used it, I'm not really sure. Get down here in the seam area of where it's worn, and I think that's probably all I'm going to do. Now again, having never used this, I don't know how long it lasts once you've opened the can, but it does come with a plastic snap lid. And I'm going to snap it back on, like so. Hopefully. There we go. So that's back on, and I did pretty good. I got a little bit of my thumbs. That's about it. I'm alone here tonight, so there's nobody to complain about the smell. So I can just leave this in the house to dry. But if by chance there was somebody else with you, they may not like it. It's a little obnoxious, as in a solvent type smell. So here it is. Hopefully it close up shows the area where I've patched. And if I just keep doing this, if that holds, I will be able to get many more enjoyable years out of these gloves. So I think that's going to be about it. And thanks for watching my short little video on how to fix my rubber gloves. So have a great evening, and let's all together join forces and hope for spring to finally get here. Thanks. Good night.